Last topic of the chapter, the Indian National Congress. Now we will study what is the main motive or objective of the Indian National Congress. The national aspiration of the Indian people found expression in the establishment of the Indian National Congress in 1885. So the Indian National Congress was established in the year 1885, and by whom? By Surendranath Banerjee or Banerjee. The initiative to set up an all India organization was taken by Alien Octavia Hume, a retired British official of the civil service. So the initiative, that means whose idea was to set up a all India organization who will help the Indians, and it was done by a retired British official of the civil service, and the name of that person is Alien Octavian Hume. You can named him as A.O. Hume. With the support of the important Indian nationalist leader, he laid the foundation of the Indian National Congress in December 1885. So who laid the foundation of the Indian National Congress with the help of Indian nationalist leader? He was none other than Olivier Octavian Hume. In the year 1885, remember the year. The Indian National Congress, formally established by A.O. Hume, would have, according to an Indian historian, emerged soon enough, Hume or no Hume. So when the Indian National Congress was formally established by A.O. Hume, it played a very important role, and even the different Indian scholars, he regarded him as a Masiha or a helper who helped Indians so that they can get the independence from the British rule. The Indians National Congress was not a deliberate creation but the natural and inevitable product of forces already at work. So why the Indian National Congress was created? It was created, why? Because the Britishers had done so many illegal activities. They have exploited our resources, and by doing different types of acts or different types of you can say torches, which we have already discussed before. Due to these incidents, finally the Indian National Congress was forced to be established. The first session of the Congress was held in Bombay, now Mumbai, in December 1885. So the first session was held where? In Bombay, at present Mumbai, in December 1885. Remember it. It was presided over by W.C. Banerjee and attended by 72 delegates. So who had presided or who had headed the Congress first session? It was W.C. Banerjee, and it was attended by 72 delegates or followers of Indian National Congress. The main aim of the Congress were, so what were the main aim of the Congress? Let's discuss. First, to promote friendly relation among nationalist workers in different parts of the country. So the first aim was to promote friendly relation among different nationalist workers who live in a different parts of the country, and there should be no discrimination among on the basis of religion. Next, to develop and strengthen feelings of national unity throughout the country. So to develop and strengthen the feelings of national unity, that means all people should come together. There should be no discrimination on the basis of caste, and whatever the conflict between the Hindu and Muslim were there, it should be end, and finally they should come together and fight against the British rule. To formulate popular demand and to place them before the government. So their main agenda was to make different types of demands and place those demands before the British government. And the last demand is to train and organize public opinion in the country. So the last demand of the first session of the Indian National Congress was to train and organize public's opinion so that we can come together and unite together and fight against the British rule. The first session of the Congress ended with the delegate affirming their loyalty to the British Crown and declaring that all they desired was greater involvement and participation in the Indians in the government. These soft conciliatory attitude of the Congress would in 44 years time be transformed into a strident empathic demand for Purna Swaraj. So though at first, especially in the first session of the Congress, they showed their loyalty towards the British crown, and whatever the rules and regulation which was done by the British, they were accepted by the Indians. But slowly and gradually, when the British did not accept the demand of the Indian, they finally, especially in the 44 years of duration of time, this loyalty was transformed into a strident empathic demand. That means we want total Swaraj or a Purna Swaraj, that means total independence. So with this we end the chapter.